Today we're going to journey to the Suez Canal. It's a 193 kilometer waterway that goes from the Red Sea up to the Mediterranean Sea. And there are 3 stops that one can stop at on the way. There's the Suez section, there's the Bitter Lake section, and then there's Port Said. And that's what we're bringing for you today. Long ago, the pharaohs tried to construct a canal, but never quite made it. About 1.5 million people were used to construct this canal. And in the beginning, they used slaves. They didn't pay them, and under very harsh conditions. And that was stopped in 1864 due to international pressure. Thereafter, people got paid a minimal wage, and it was really tough. There were very tough conditions, and many people died. Apparently, about 120,000 people died in the 10 years that it took to construct. The main things that they died of were things like just poor sanitation and things like dysentery, cholera, TB, and then obviously exhaustion. So very tough conditions. In 1956, President Nasser nationalized the canal, and soon thereafter, this led to the Suez crisis, where the British, French, and Israelis invaded Egypt. This crisis ended with the withdrawal of those different countries, and a united peacekeeping force was then established. Since then, another canal has been constructed, which has really increased the efficiency of the flow of the actual ships. If this canal was not there, it would take the ships coming from Europe round through Africa to the east. It would cost them an extra 7,000 to 9,000 kilometers in time and money. So it is one of the most important waterways in the world. The town of Suez near the Red Sea, where we started, was actually quite a pleasant town, not too hectic. We had a delicious fish meal, and we really battled to find any access to actually seeing the ships going by. And eventually we managed to get on top of the rooftop of a hotel and saw some amazing sights. Incredible how these little places pop up. Next, there's date palms and mangoes on this side, and absolutely nothing on this side. Masalema. What's this? Bala.
دوها بشتنا. تعالوا وهنعمل معاك الصح، والله العظيم ما هنزعلك.
ب 15 يا معلم.
15
يبقى 2 ب 35.
ايه؟
2 ب 35.
يا عم 2 ب 30.
اقسم بالله عامل معاك الصح، وخد واصل ثمنه خالص.
ايه رايك؟ ماشي.
like a crunchy date thing. كم؟
30. 2 ب 35 زي ما بعنا.
30.
يا عم والله العظيم ما هنزعلك. عشان تعرف المصريين في اي حته.
So you're catching fish for the catch. That's very kind. Let me see. Oh, cute, man. We are now on our way looking for the Great Bitter Lake. That's what we're looking for.
Passing through the town of Fayed.
And we are passing through the town of Fayed. It's obviously a little town between Suez and Ismailia, and I don't think many tourists actually ever come here. I just get that feeling. Hoo-wee. It smells like a fish town. It's the old rubbish truck and a fakahani selling fruit, selling faka. So it seems like everything is blocked up the whole way. We have not been able to get in. And just have a quick peek at this. And we found a little sneaky spot that we've just come to have a look at, so we can see this Bitter Lake vibe. You can see there's the, wow, look at all those boats there, hey? Actually, the water's quite nice and clear. Quite surprising. This might be quite a fancy holiday destination. And you can see all the boats, all the big ships going from Egypt up to Port Said. So we're on our way there now. Maybe we're going to get there before them. Who knows? صباح الخير.
والله لو ينفع هي تروح 8 جايين وانا على الارض ناخد كتني من هنا والراجل ده.
And another fakahani selling his faka, and apparently mangoes are the thing to buy in this town or in Ismailia. They're the best mangoes, so we're going to have to try and find some and see if we agree. So this in Ismailia is apparently some of the best mangoes in the country. Huge bridge going over the Suez canal. So we're very excited. We've just been invited by our lovely driver Ismail, who's over there, to his friend who has a farm, a house on the edge of this lake, and we have been invited to. He's going to go and catch a fish, and we're going to have a picnic with them. So that's pretty cool. I don't think many people get to see this sort of thing. Somehow we always end up hitting the luck, hey? So here we are, suddenly in a boat in these fish farms. And we have Mohammed. ازيك؟ الحمد لله تمام. شكرا. Jig's waiting for his ship to come in. Meanwhile, on the route less traveled, okay, so we're going to try and get on the boardwalk so that we can get a proper view of the canal for the first time. There we go. Nice. No ships happening at the moment. On the famous Suez Canal. So as the afternoon prayers blurt out, we're on our way to Salt City or Salt Hills on the other side of Port Said. Yeah, obviously one of the main tourist attractions here is to come to this salty hill, and I guess it looks a bit like snow, so it's quite unique. There's so many of these little stores all over the place, like little cafeterias or little places where you can go and buy water and chips. And what I love about this is that it's just left completely unattended and nobody steals anything. It's absolutely wonderful. Look here, nobody, not a soul around. What a pleasure. And we're off again to try and find where these ships pass on the canal. We sat for 3 hours yesterday, probably in fact in the wrong spot, because we didn't see one ship going past. Now we're going to another canal. Apparently there's 2 or 3 little inlets that we're going to go to. So early bird catches the worm, hopefully. Stunning sunrise and the moon going down on the other side. Karim, ازيك؟
مية مية
الحمد لله.
الحمد لله. انتم مية مية.
انت منين؟
بورسعيد.
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 مصر انا بحب مصر.
واحنا نحبكم كلكم.
كلكم.
كله.
كله.
كله عالم. كل العالم احنا نحب.
And كله speak everything. And سمك
سمك
بورت سعيد
ايوه سمك.
لذيذ.
سمك مية مية بورسعيد.
مية مية. And finally, I think that we have found, after hours of looking, where the ships come into the canal. As we come to the end of our trip with our new friend. Best taxi driver ever. We are so happy that we've achieved our mission of seeing the ships in all three places, the Suez, the Bitter Lakes, and eventually the Med. So, mission accomplished. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.